Last time, unclear words nearly cost us a day's work. I handed the wrong tool. Maria misheard the foreman. And Harris's voice cut through the noise with a lesson that burned deeper than sparks. Speak clearly or fail clearly. On the site, silence and sloppy words are enemies. Today, Harris promised we would learn the one phrase that can stop confusion before it starts, a phrase that could save an entire crew. The sky was pale gray that morning, clouds hanging low over the site. The air smelled like wet cement, iron dust, and diesel. Workers moved quickly, carrying ladders and boxes. The foreman blew his whistle, calling us in for the daily briefing. Harris stood a little behind, watching not just the foreman but us, the apprentices. East scaffolding today, the foreman said loudly. Conduit, junction boxes, anchors, check spacing. Communicate before you climb. I don't want another close call like yesterday. I glanced sideways at Maria. She smirked and whispered, "Guess who he's talking about?" I tried not to flush. Yesterday I'd misunderstood hammer drill as just hammer, and the delay had earned us a glare from every worker on site. Harris caught the whisper anyway. His eyes narrowed. "One phrase could have prevented that," he said. I frowned. "What phrase?" Harris's voice cut cold. "Say again." Maria blinked. "That's it. Just say again." "Yes," Harris said. "If you don't understand, you repeat or you say again. One phrase, one crew safety. Forget it, and you invite chaos." We moved to the scaffolding. Harris ordered me to climb with a length of conduit, while Maria stayed below to hand up tools. The wind tugged at the ladder as I steadied myself. "Send up the anchors," I called down. Maria looked around, confused. "Anchors?" She grabbed expansion bolts instead and shoved them into the tool bucket. I pulled one out and stared. Wrong part. Harris's voice lashed like a whip. "What mistake?" "Unclear request," I admitted. "And what do unclear requests cause?" "Wrong tools, wasted time, danger." "Correct. Use the phrase, say again." Swallowed and leaned down. "Maria, say again." She blinked, then smiled sheepishly. "Anchors or expansion bolts?" "Expansion bolts," I said firmly. She handed them up. This time, we both nodded. Harris's voice was sharp. Words confirm. Silence kills. We drilled holes and mounted the box. Maria held the conduit steady as I tightened the clamps. Sweat dripped down my face, mixing with dust. Harris's questions came like hammers. "What phrase clears confusion?" "Say again." "What phrase confirms direction?" "Repeat back." "And what phrase stops work if unsafe?" "Stop work," I said. "And what happens if you never say it?" "Accidents," Maria added quickly. Harris's expression eased for the briefest second. He looked past us, his voice quieter. "I had a partner once. Name was Luis. He was steady, strong. But one day he thought the foreman said line 1 off. The order was actually line 2 off. Luis never asked. He never said again. He touched the wrong conduit. The arc flash lit up the site, lived but his hands. He never worked again. One phrase could have saved him." Maria's smile faded. All he had to do was ask. "Yes," Harris said flatly. The weight of his words settled on me heavier than the conduit. We kept working. The scaffolding shook as other crews moved around us. I shouted, "Drill ready," Maria echoed. "Drill ready," Harris nodded. The rhythm built. Peak, repeat, confirm, act. At lunch, Harris gathered us under the half-finished frame of the building. His face was grave, but his voice carried calm authority. Lesson 1. Never fear asking. Lesson 2. Repeat until confirmed. Lesson 3. One phrase saves a crew. Say again. Use it. Live by it. Forget it, and you gamble with lives. Maria leaned back against the wall, chewing her sandwich. "So basically, don't be lazy with words," correct Harris said. "Words are tools. Sharpen them." I closed my notebook, the phrase etched into the page like a scar. "Say again." The foreman blew the whistle again, signaling the end of break. Harris pointed at us. "Tomorrow, the drawings come out. It's no voices, no whistles, only lines on paper. And lines lie worse than words." Maria groaned. "Blueprints? Can't even draw stick figures straight." I swallowed. "Blueprints. The maze of lines." If words could almost kill us, what would happen when the drawings themselves became the battlefield? Coming next. Episode 16, The Maze of Lines, the first map.